Hi guys, sorry I look like crap, but I spent this whole morning writing this essay for school, and I felt like I should read it on here. So, here goes. Um, every day, thousands of people, both male and female, even children as young as 3 years old, are negatively affected by the media. I myself am included in that statistic. Society has developed a mindset that you need to look a certain way to be considered beautiful. Commercials, magazines, advertisements, billboards, and just about every picture put out there by the media is edited or photoshopped. Cellulite is removed, acne disappears, breasts look larger, waistlines look slimmer, and the list goes on and on. You don't look as flawless as that girl in the magazine? You should buy that concealer, or that hair product, or those weight loss supplements. If you do that, then you'll be pretty. This puts pressure on so many people to feel like they need to meet society's standards of beauty. It can create a mindset inside the head of a 13-year-old girl, thinking she'll never be good enough for anyone, and that nobody will ever like her because she's not pretty enough. This can create a mindset in the head of a 17-year-old boy, making him feel insecure and depressed because he isn't athletic and muscular, unlike society's common view on how men should be. I developed my insecurities through the same way many people do, influenced by the media. When I was 12 or 13 and started reading more magazines and going on the internet more often, I started comparing myself to those perfect girls that seemed flawless. I started using makeup and doing my hair every day in hopes to make myself feel better. It actually had an opposite effect. I started becoming even more insecure and hateful towards my appearance, and I felt ugly without my makeup or hair done. To make things even worse, I was also bullied a lot in middle school because of my facial features and coming from a mixed background, being half Asian and half white. Going into high school, I hated myself and desperately wished I could change my appearance just for the sake of being happy. Just as things seemed as if they were getting slightly better, things actually turned for the worse. This time, I developed a more dangerous insecurity: my body. I was always fairly skinny and athletic, but for some reason, the well being of my body didn't matter to me. I was more concerned about the number on the scale. After accidentally discovering several websites full of stick thin models and crazy diets, I just felt like I needed to be 100 pounds. That's all I wanted. I started eating food like 100-calorie packs, sugar free drinks, reduced fat foods, and things I thought were healthy and would make me lose weight. I would exercise for over an hour almost every day. I started becoming obsessed with counting calories and weighing myself, and I would have a mental breakdown if I missed a workout or went over my calorie limit. I knew what I was doing was wrong and that I needed to change my ways. At first, I was fearless and I wanted to do whatever it took to get to my goal, but I became scared. I didn't want to hurt or damage my body and have such an unhealthy mindset. I was becoming so unhappy with myself, and I knew the only person who could change that around was myself. I deleted the app on my phone that counted calories, took the scale out of my room, and started doing research on how to feed your body properly with the right foods. I eventually developed a much healthier lifestyle, which made me feel so much better about myself. I started seeing changes in my personality and as well as my body, like gaining more muscle. At first, it was hard to accept the fact that I was gaining weight, even if it was from muscle. But I knew I was doing the right thing by respecting my body and treating it right. There are still days which I have bad body image days, and I don't feel quite confident, and that is totally normal, because in reality, nobody is perfect. But the majority of the time, I feel confident, strong, and happy with myself. I'm so glad I changed my ways for the better before I really put myself in danger. So many people go through what I went through every day, and it really makes me upset. I believe that people need to be taught that all shapes and sizes are beautiful, and that they need to learn how to love and accept themselves instead of feeling like they're not good enough for the exaggerated perception of what we're all supposed to look like. I want to make differences in people's lives and make them realize that society is the problem, not their body. The biggest factor in this, though, is that we are society. We are the ones making ourselves think that we're not pretty or skinny enough. We need to throw out this idea that we all need to be flawless like those girls that we see in the magazines out the window and start realizing that the number on the scale should not determine your happiness or your self-worth. People body shame way too much, telling the naturally skinny girl, go eat a hamburger, you're a stick. Or the bigger girl, eat a salad, go work out. Why are you eating that? We all are worth more than that. People suffer from eating disorders and self-harm every day because they think they aren't good enough and that they'll never be perfect. They're all worth more than that as well. Perfect is overrated. The most important things that every person needs to do for themselves is to love their body and realize that their imperfections are what makes them unique. I think Jennifer Lawrence is one of the greatest role models for society at the moment. She is a well known, successful actress, but is different than most people with the same profession. She refuses to diet for any roles. She is considered more full figured than average famous actresses, but she could care less. She wants to promote maintaining a healthy weight among her fans, saying, I don't want little girls to be like, oh, I want to look like Katniss, so I'm going to skip dinner. That's something I was really conscious about during training. I was trying to get my body to look fit and strong, not thin and underfed. She is a huge inspiration to me and reminds me every day that being super skinny is not one of the most important things in life at all. Most people should look up to her. More people should look up to her because she is a great role model and sends out such a strong positive image. All the experiences I went through in the past really make who I am today. Really made who I am today. I've learned to appreciate and love myself and view life in a different way. It has also helped me develop a passion for helping others struggling with bad body images, and I dedicate my time to those who need support. I want to make a difference in my generation and make an impact on future generations by making people realize that media should not and does not define what the word beautiful means. Maybe one day these companies will realize what they're doing is hurting so many people every day, but it is entirely up to every single one of us to decide how we view ourselves and to make ourselves, to view ourselves and live a happy and confident life.